Hello everybody and welcome to Astrologia episode 1 game review. That's right, we do game reviews now. Now, before I get into this, I want to thank I've written your name down, hang on. Astracat, the creator of the game, sent me a code and asked me to review it, and I was like, I can do that, that's a thing I can do. I haven't beaten the game, but I've played about an hour or so just to get an idea of what the game is about and what's going on. And so I've got some positive things to say. I've got some things that could be improved, but every game is like that, you know. There's no such thing as a perfect game. The game comes out, I believe it's the 1st of September or the 31st of August, around there, on Steam. So head over there and check it out if you want to. There. He didn't pay me to say that. That was just me saying there. You know, that's cool. Someone sent me a Steam code. That's not happened before, and I'm very excited reading that email. So thank you, Astracat. Now let's get on to the game itself. So to start with, important to note, you will need a controller for this. You cannot play with keyboard and mouse, which is fine for me because I'm really bad at keyboard and mouse anyway. So yeah, it's an RPG. Very inspired, I think it's safe to say, by Final Fantasy VII in the battle system. Maybe other Final Fantasies too. I've only played 7, so that's the only one I can give concrete evidence for. Yeah, battle system wise plays kind of like that with the ATB and everything. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about the graphics. Graphics is not something that bothers me at all in any game. It's not something I pay too much attention to, but I'll mention it anyway because this is supposed to be a professional review. So graphics, it uses 3D backgrounds, not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like 3D backgrounds, or it's a 3D setting with like trees are like sprites and they're like kind of stitched together. I don't know how to. It looks fine. You know, it looks good. It looks good with the 2D sprites for the characters, and then they fit the backgrounds. That's the thing that I was worried about when I saw pictures. I was like, ooh, will the sprites collide with the backgrounds? Will it look alright? No, it looks good. It looks good. The game looks fine. Music-wise, also worth noting, music sounds fine. Like I said, I'm only an hour in, so I can't speak too much on the music. From what I've heard so far, fine, fits everything. Battle music sounds like battle music. Overworld music sounds like overworld music. There's separate tracks for different areas of the overworld. Speaking of the overworld, this isn't structured. All this is just right off the cuff. I mean, I have notes, but speaking of the overworld, first complaint, and again, it's early days, and honestly, it's something that I can guarantee will change. There's a lot of forests in the early days. Again, nitpick there, and it's something that absolutely is going to add more environments because this is, like I said, this is episode 1. I think he said there was going to be a lot more than one, so I'm sure he'll add multiple different like snowy plains and all that. Maybe there's some parts where I got to. I don't know, but there's a thing. More environments would be good, but I'm sure that's a thing that's going to happen. So you know, should probably mention other things. This is all out of order. This review, like I said, I don't heavily script things, so let's get right into this. So the game is a RPG, sort of like a turn-based RPG, like a Final Fantasy, like I said before. The thing I kind of noticed is everything takes skill points, or mana, as it's called in the game. So there's no basic attack that you can just use, you know, that doesn't use any mana. So if you run out of mana, it hasn't happened to me yet, but if you run out of mana, what do? Do you just lose? Because also, is there items? I haven't found the items yet, if there's items. That's the thing I was curious about. Like, do you just lose if you run out of mana? If you do, maybe do something about that, because that's not great. But again, I don't know that for sure. Another thing worth mentioning, I can't speak English, there are no random encounters in the game. So, as you go for an area, you'll run into... we'll call him Jeff. We'll call him Jeff. You run into Jeff. He's just a kid. He's called Jeff. That's what we'll call him. And he'll be like, "Oi, mate, you wanna fight me, do you?" And then you're like, "Yeah, I want to fight you." And then you fight. So instead of actually grinding, there is a finite number of experience. I guess there is a point where you can't grind endlessly. The game is quite hard from what I've played. I mean, I was trying to get kind of as far as I could before I died, just so I could play as much as possible. So like if I was being more conservative and fighting everyone, it probably would have balanced out better. But I died pretty succinctly in a flashback section. I'll talk briefly on the plot later on. I won't go super into it. I don't want to give spoilers. I mean, to be fair, I'm only an hour in, so I don't think I could go super into it. But yeah, so as I said, you fight the guys and they give you experience. You cannot repeatedly fight them, from what I can tell. You fight them once and they're like, oh man, I suck, I'm gonna sulk here, you know, and then you move on and you've got your experience and you go. So yeah, from what I can tell also, I couldn't find any way to heal. You heal when you level up, I found that, but like I said, there might be inns to rest at. You know, I haven't checked, but I couldn't find the items or anything. So yeah, what else is there? Let me just check my notes. Gameplay, right, I forgot about this. So while in battle, every time you use a move, there's like I can't think of a better example than this, sorry. It's like, you know in Gears of War where you reload and you have to like match the butt thing comes along, and if you get it in the perfect area, you get like a powered up bullet. It's sort of like that. It slides along, if you get it in the area, you do more damage, and if you get outside the area, they can block and dodge, you know, but if you get it inside the area, you do more damage. So that's kind of how it's sort of. It's not just luck; it's skill as well. You got to get your timing right to attack. It's, you know, it's good. Did I mention music? I'll mention music. It sounds fine. I did mention music already. Sound effects, you know, they're fine too. Maybe animations, everything is all spritey. Spritey, is that a word? We'll go with it. Spritey, and they're fine. You know. Again, early days. I haven't got into any super incredible like meteor strike attacks yet or nothing. So like it's just kicks and punches, but everything looks like a kick. And if it's something's a kick, it looks like a kick, and if it's a punch, it looks like a punch. Art, it was one of the things I think I was most impressed about, with the lighting and everything, like reflecting off the trees. I think that was done pretty damn solidly. The gameplay was fun, like all RPGs at the start though. It's a bit, not grindy, but it's a bit slow, but that always happens in RPGs. That's not a problem that's exclusive to this one. You know, when you have one person, battle feels a lot slower. But I can see, when you get more people, it would quicken. I can see that definitely happening. Okay, so I'll briefly touch upon the story. I don't want to go too far in detail. And this is, from what I play, this is the main negative. So if he's watching, matey boy, you know, constructive criticism is what you get in here. So my problem with the story is there was no immediate hook. There was an intro cutscene which was very cryptic, but it didn't really tell me anything. You know what I mean? And then as soon as you start, you're thrown right in. There's no, after the intro cutscene, you're just in a forest. It maybe would have been nice to have sort of an intro cutscene to be like, not like that intro cutscene, but you boot the game up, you're in the forest. Here's what the main character's doing. That's going to lead on to the second main negative later on, which I'll get to. So yeah, you go through this forest, you fight some kids for existing. I didn't really understand. They were just to be enemies, I guess. Then you get to a town and phone someone. You progress to the thing, then there's a flashback section. This is the first hour, so like this isn't, you know, there's a flashback section, and I guess this is where we get like the meat of the plot. Basically, your main character didn't learn magic until way later than everyone else, so he's kind of picked on. And then in the flashback, I fought a teacher, and that's where I died. So that's where I got to. Again, I'm assuming it picks up a little bit from here, but this early part, I think, needed a bigger hook, just to hook people more. You know, that's what I would. I mean, I've never made a game. I don't know how the program works, none of that. And anyone who can make a game is way smarter than me. So kudos to you, man. But yeah, another thing that might be worth doing to, I guess, make things easy to follow in cutscenes. So it's done text boxes like in Final Fantasy VII, as I mentioned. Just an idea, this is maybe add the portraits of the character to the text box and maybe change the expression based on what's happening. I know there was those little speech bubbles with the smiley faces and that showing up, which were fine, but like I think I personally, this is again personal preference, what I think I would like to see in a game, just add the portraits, have them maybe change the faces slightly. That's what I want to think. Anyway, let's get on to the second major negative, and this is the one that, you know, this is the thing that was like, ugh. So it's very hard to tell where to go. From what I could tell, there's no map, there's no arrow, no objective or nothing. You just kind of got to wander until you find where to go. I don't know what the solution to this is. As I said, you could put a map in the corner maybe with a little star or something telling you where the next objective is. You could maybe do an arrow at the top of the screen showing you which direction to go in. Or maybe just even, you don't even need to have like an objective. Just have a map so you can see where you've been before and where you need to go next. Just so you have a better idea of where to go. And then maybe if there is a map, you could put like shops on there. Like here's where the trainer is. Here's where some kid to fight is. Just some ideas. But that's about as much as I've played. Like I said, I didn't play a whole lot yet. If these things do get addressed in the future, that's fair play. I'll admit I didn't play enough, but yeah, so yeah, I think that's just about everything. I can't think of any other big things. For the most part, I've had a lot of fun with it. I haven't finished it yet, as I said. I wanted to get this out because the guy asked me to, and I was like, I'll do it as soon as I can for the guy. Nice guy asked, send me a stuff. I'm still blown away by it. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, I think it could be something very, very good. I hope I haven't offended him by giving some criticism. Everything needs criticism to make it better. That's just how the world works. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I have enjoyed doing this game review. I don't know how frequent they'll be. Probably not at all. But I have fun doing them. I have fun playing the video games and all that. This game's pretty damn fun. As I said, it's on Steam. Just copy the title of the video. It'll be in the title, so just copy that and put it into Steam. And yeah, you'll find it, I guess. Yeah, very fun if you like old turn-based RPGs. Give it a whirl, I would. But yeah, thank everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, for there's loads everywhere. Loads everywhere? Loads of other things on the channel and everything. Anime reviews primarily. It's basically all it is, actually. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video you decide to watch. Check out Astrologia. I can't say it. Astrologia. And if I'm pronouncing it wrong, my apologies. See you, everybody. I will see you next time. And bye, guys.